Hey, there you go. I'm back with another video.
What is good, YouTube? Worsty here with a video on Avengers 4 being Avengers Endgame. So yesterday I made my first FaceTime Q&A, which actually went pretty cool. It was pretty long, but I got some pretty cool feedback, and I've got a bunch more questions. If you would like me to do another Q&A, just let me know in the comment box down below. And we do have a competition going on the channel for Infinity War or Deadpool Super Duper 2 or Ant-Man and the Wasp. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel and let me know down below who is your favorite superhero. So there's been a theory going around for quite some time now. I didn't really want to do it, but I've had a bunch of people ask me to do it on Instagram. So it's essentially saying that the reason that Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, aka Ronin, is in Japan and why he's turned into a ninja, essentially is he's looking for the X-Men. Now, obviously, the X-Men could appear in Avengers 4 in a post-credit scene, most likely, but the only problem with this theory is why would the X-Men appear in Japan? I mean, if they were going to appear anywhere, the Quantum Realm makes a lot more sense. Them appearing in Japan doesn't really make any sense because there's so much evidence. There was a casting call for Skrulls with prosthetics and characters for Japan scene with Ronin, Hawkeye, so it doesn't really make much sense for the X-Men mutants theory that Hawkeye is there looking for mutants. So obviously during Avengers Infinity War he wasn't really in it because he was under house arrest, just like Ant-Man is, and it was a big conspiracy theory. Where is Hawkeye? Wasn't any trailers, videos were blowing up like 2-3 million plus about the conspiracy theories of where was Hawkeye, and then we get Hawkeye in the first trailer and now everyone's doing the same thing. So the problem with the X-Men being in this movie is X-Men is currently owned by Fox. The deal is pretty much 90% done, but this couldn't really happen yet because the Fox Disney deal won't have gone through properly till the end of January, and a bunch of people are saying during reshoots they essentially made Hawkeye go and look for some X-Men. I don't really understand how X-Men could help with the decimation if this is actually going to be the reason that Hawkeye has gone to become a ninja in Japan to go look for Magneto and Wolverine, etc. It doesn't really make any sense. There isn't really much legs to the whole theory. To be honest, it's pretty weak. If the X-Men are going to show up, it will be either in the Quantum Realm city, the subatomic city that they've already said is in the Quantum Realm, and that makes the most sense. But will the X-Men show up in this movie? Most likely not, but a kind of secret post-credit scene. Secret deal could have been done, but I don't think Hawkeye's main narrative in this movie is going to be to find a mutant. Obviously, we do have Scarlet Witch, who is technically a mutant already in the MCU, but she's not classed as an X-Men, and she is dusted currently. So the fact that a lot of fans are trying to get around the idea that Hawkeye is in Japan and he's looking like a ninja, we've had some elite concept art, which...
Right. What happened? Right here. There you go.
concept art, which does back it up. We get to see the Scarlet Witch, who is technically a mutant already in the MCU, but she's not classed as an X-Men, and she is dusted currently. So the fact that a lot of fans are trying to get around the idea that Hawkeye is in Japan and he's looking like a ninja, we've had some elite concept art, which does back it up. We get to see the full Ronin suit, which does look pretty cool, but I can't get behind the idea. I can't even put confirmed, revealed in the title for this theory because there is no legs. So I'm just going to call it a theory. Is Hawkeye in Japan looking for the X-Men? No. Kevin Feige has already said he's not going to be rushing the X-Men into the MCU because the X-Men hasn't really been done well. Well, I think it has, but a lot of people believe that Fox messed the X-Men up when I really think they did a decent job with the X-Men. Obviously, maybe Marvel can do better. It'd be interesting because everyone seems to think as soon as the X-Men and Fantastic Four and Deadpool come over Kevin Feige is going to make everything 100,000 times better. But I honestly don't think that's the case, because as much as we like Marvel on this channel, not every Marvel movie is actually decent. And yes, I did say that. Come at me in the comment section if you want. So let me know, guys, do you still think the actual explanation for Ronin being in Japan is he's looking for some Skrull? There's evidence, there's a casting call with prosthetics. You wouldn't need prosthetics unless you were a Skrull. But the only question is, how long has Hawkeye or Skrull? Obviously, Nick Fury is in Captain Marvel, so it makes sense why he would be looking for the Skrull, but it doesn't really make much sense why Hawkeye would be looking for the Skrull, the Yakuza, as it's been said. But it makes even less sense why Hawkeye would go from being under house arrest with his family to randomly appearing in Japan to find the X-Men, when everything we've led up to now tells us that there is no X-Men. Okay, technically, yes, there was Quicksilver and there was Wanda, but they weren't classed as X-Men, so to speak. I know they're going to retcon them and call them X-Men eventually, but the Fox deal hasn't gone through at the moment, and unless there's some crazy secret deal done during the Fox deal that we don't know about. I mean, this is quite common. I mean, Brad Pitt's role as the Vanisher in Deadpool 2 was done pretty late, as he only had to appear on screen for a split second. So the X-Men could appear, but I honestly don't think they're going to appear in Japan with Hawkeye going to look for them. And you got to understand, the first trailer, they're not going to give away, oh, the X-Men are in Japan. That doesn't make any sense. Obviously, the X-Men could be in Japan, but no. I mean, I didn't really want to go over this video, but a bunch of people asked me to do it, and usually, if I get more than 5 requests to do a video, I do them. So anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch you in the next video. As of tomorrow, there will be much more content coming out. I know I've slacked the last few days, but I've been busy and had other stuff to do. Anyway, guys, I will catch you in another video. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will get you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.